And now, Internet Everything proudly presents Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella, with a bit of a twist. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had 4 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella. Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella made Cinderella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella all together. One day, the king of Nottingham's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, the king of Nottingham is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Nottingham. But Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. He's going to marry me, said Nina. Isabella said, No way, Nina! He's going to marry me! Natalia said, Both of you are wrong! He's going to marry me! Ella said, All 3 of you are wrong! He's going to marry me! Later, Cinderella is so sad about not going to the mall and marrying Prince Nottingham while doing chores. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and asks Cinderella what's wrong by saying, Why are you crying, Cinderella? Cinderella responds, I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Nottingham, but I have lots of chores to be done. Cinderella's fairy godmother said, I can help with a bit of magic, and waves her magic wand. Because of that, Cinderella's chores are all done. But her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, Cinderella, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, Cinderella has 9 pumpkins and 18 mice. Cinderella's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to tell her the 9 pumpkins into a handsome coach, the 18 mice into horses, and Cinderella's rich clothes into a gown and crown. Cinderella said, I've never seen such a not-a-fantastic gown, and get a load of my glass slippers. How can I ever thank you enough? Cinderella's fairy godmother said, Well, you can't. But have fun, Cinderella. But I would warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will change back to the way it was before. Cinderella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Nottingham was wondering who he should marry. He's walking towards me, said Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella all together, but he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards Cinderella. May I have this dance? Asked Prince Nottingham. Cinderella responds, I would be delighted. Cinderella and Prince Nottingham dance happily together. But later, Cinderella realized it's almost midnight. So she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Nottingham was so worried that he might never see Cinderella again. So he traveled all around Nottingham to find her and brought the glass slipper with him. By the time he arrives, he knocks on the door of the home where Cinderella, Nina, Isabella, and Natalia and Ella lived. But instead of Cinderella, he finds Nina, Isabella, Natalia, and Ella. Prince Nottingham then said, Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper? Nina is first, but her foot is too big. Isabella is next, but her foot is too small. Natalie and Ella did the same thing, but none of their feet are the right size either. Suddenly, Prince Nonoply noticed Cinderella's sweet singing. Ah, the glass slipper fits! Cinderella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Nonoply back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. Andrew's Doers, I hope you enjoyed this story. And if you want to see some sequels to Cinderella, something like that, etc., tell your friends about it. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And buy our merchandise too on AndrewDoesEverything.com. Take care. Bye. And now, Andrew's Doers. Andrew Does Everything proudly presents 590N+9. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young girl named 590N+9. 590N+ had 21 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Fiona, Isabella, Veronica, Esme, Hannah, Lula, Lady, Natty, Dahlia, Rebecca, Erica, Daisy, Naomi, Isadora, Natalia, Ezra, Terry, Yadina, Nina, and Greta, Nellie, and Ellie. All of them constantly made fun of 590N+ and made her do all the chores by saying, 599er wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all! Said the ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters all together. One day, the king of Quintagena into Nana Gentableham's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, hear ye! The king of Quintagena Nana Gentablehem is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Quintagena Nana Gentabling. Can I come? Asked 590N+, but she's not welcome. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. He's going to marry me, said Fiona. The oldest stepsister, Isabella said, No way, Fiona, you're wrong. He's going to marry me. Veronica said, Both of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. Isabella, Esme said, All three of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. The rest said, All four of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. They ran with huge excitement and picked out dresses to wear to the ball. Later, 590N+ is so sad, doing chores that she can't go to the ball and marry Prince Quintagena Nana Gentabling. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and asks her 590N what's wrong by saying, Why are you crying, 590N? In which 590N responds, I have lots of chores to be done, but I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Quintagena Nana Gentabling. 590N's fairy godmother says, I can make your wish come true and help with a bit of magic. Nobody wants you! And waves her magic wand. Because of that, 590N's chores are all done! But her fairy godmother is not done yet. She says, 590N, go fetch me a pumpkin and some ice. Luckily, 590N has 599 pumpkins and 1,198 mice. 599 Cinderella's fairy godmother chants the magic words. Quintantantity, and waves her magic wand to turn the 599 pumpkins into a handsome coach. The 1,198 pumpkins and mice into strong horses, and turn 599's rich clothes into a gown and crown. 599 Cinderella says, I've never seen such a double-tastic gown. And get a load of my glass slippers. Fairy godmother, how can I ever thank you enough? And climbs into the coach. 599 Cinderella's fairy godmother says, well, you can't, but have fun. 599 Cinderella, but I will warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will get back to normal. It gives her a clock to tell her what time it is. And so, 599 accepts the warning. Meanwhile, Prince Quintantantopling was wondering who he should marry. Wondering who to marry, son? Asks the king of Quintantantoplingham. In which Prince Quintantantopling says, yes, father. 599 accepts the arrives at the ball just in time. He's walking towards me, said her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters all together. But he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards 599 Cinderella. 599 Cinderella and Prince Quintantantopling dance happily together. But later, 599 Cinderella checks her clock, and it's almost midnight! So she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Quintantantopling was really worried that he might never see 599 Cinderella again. The king of Quintantantopling comforts him by saying, There, no, son. I think we'll be able to find 599 Cinderella. And so, they began their journey all around the neighborhood to find her, and brought the glass slipper with them. By the time they arrived, they knocked on the door of the house where 599 Cinderella and her 21 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 599 Cinderella, they find her 21 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters. Prince Quintantantopling then says, Ladies, my father, the king, and I am afraid to ask, can any of you try on this glass slipper? Fiona is first, but her feet are too big. Isabella is next, but her foot is too small. Nonsense! It fits! She said. The rest did the same, but none of their feet are the right size. Suddenly, Prince Quintantantopling and the king of Quintantantoplingham noticed 599 seats singing. Prince Quintantantopling, is that you? The king of his father exclaimed, My dear daughter-in-law, we found you! And the glass slipper fits! And so, 599 Cinderella, the Prince Quintantantopling, and the king of Quintantantoplingham lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and Andrew does everything. And buy our merchandise at AndrewDoesEverything.com. Take care. Bye.